Let's close this door. Also, it's useful that it's just outside this window. Only problem is this window is full of glass shards. However, by accessing the construction menu, we can clean the broken window. Yes, and we clean the broken window, obtaining 15 glass shards that we can collect. Not that they will be useful for anything at the moment, but let's just collect them. Okay, let's see if skimming these books that we now have a lot of books, and we can do the first read. The first read tells us what this book is about. So, for example, computer skills. Wait, that's not the title. You skim computer world to find out what's in it. Can bring your computer skill to 1. So this is a beginner book, which is good. Requires intelligence of 5 that we have. Reading this book affects your morale by 1. However, we have bookworm, so we actually gain morale by reading this. A chapter of this book takes 8 minutes to read. Every book has all these different stats about it. There's a minimum skill required, a maximum skill that it can give you. So, for example, outdoor adventures can bring survival to 1. Our current survival is 1, so it's in yellow because it's not useful for us for gaining skills. It's only useful for us because it contains recipes. The red ones, we still don't know what's inside. The blue ones are useful for gaining skills. The gray ones we cannot understand, basically. Principle of Advanced Programming requires computer 3. We are at 0 right now. So reading this is useless because we will not even understand the jargon used, basically. Also, normally there will be negative fun associated with skill books because we have bookworm, we enjoy reading, so we get a bonus on all reading. And yeah, even How to Trap Anything gives us +1. Even Ham Radio Illustrated gives us +2. And Computer World gives us +1. Then there is the time needed to read a chapter. Every time you read a chapter, you gain a little bit of skill, but different books take more time to trigger that skill up, basically. So a book like 2 issues of these are 2 magazines. So reading Guns and Ammo magazine basically gives you a skill increase every 6 minutes. Reading How to Trap Anything gives you a skill increase every 18 minutes. And this is usually tied to how comprehensive the book is. So, for example, if you see How to Trap Anything can raise trapping to 4. This is like the Bible of trapping. And so it takes more time to read because it's a more in-depth book. That all makes sense. Let's skim Crafters Quarterly. Why do they all have to be tongue twisters? Can bring fabrication to 1, requires intelligence of 5, blah blah blah. That's good. Glamopolitan, I think, is no. Is it a cooking? It's a cooking book, Glamopolitan. It is. I'd always thought it was something else. It is a cooking book. Huh. Interesting. Popular Mechanics. Top Gear magazine for driving, and Trap and Field. Okay, let's drop everything back here. And another thing I wanted to look for is the means of cooking, because I expected to find a recipe for the brazier or brazier, whatever it's called, and I'm not finding it. It's usually under other. Okay guys, I'm back. I actually looked this up because I thought it was really strange. The thing is, you don't need survival 1 to build a brazier, you need fabrication 1. So now the thing is, how do we get fabrication 1? We should already have fabrication at 89% because we have been crafting something. So we could just keep crafting things until we get to fabrication 1. How do we do that? By looking at recipes based on the primary skill used, which is fabrication. We could make more spikes or improvised lockpicks, which only require some scrap metal, and I think this would probably be the best option. We can also try and see if we can make things that can be useful, like a crack pipe, or I mean a fishing hook. But I don't. I can get nails. I've never done fishing, you know? I will have to look into it. I've never even tried to do fishing in this. Can I get a nail? Yes, I can get a nail. So I will create some fishing hooks. Before that though, it's an endless list of things to do. What I want to do is a screwdriver. I can make a screwdriver. I just need a heavy stick or a plank. How do I get a heavy stick? By going outside. That's the start of the list. This is a heavy stick. There we go. Heavy stick plus a bit of iron and some hammering, and we get a screwdriver. Why do I wanted a screwdriver? Because with a screwdriver I can disassemble furniture instead of just bashing it to pieces. Give me that screwdriver. I need a tool with hammering of 2. I only have a rock for hammering. Endless list of crafting. Okay. I got this. I need a tool with the quality of a hammering. A stone hammer would give me 2 hammering, but I need a screwdriver. No, I'm joking. I just need either thread or sinew or yarn, a rock and a heavy stick. Or a makeshift hammer needs a chunk of steel, which I have. But again, I just need cordage pieces or short strings. Sharpened rebar. A sharpened rebar has hammering? Hammering of 1. Anyway. Hammering of 1. Crowbar has hammering of 1. So yeah, makeshift hammer. Or even a stone hammer, to be honest. And we use a rock. Okay. I know where to find string. I swear I know where to find string. If we find a car that we can scavenge. Let's go around and north. Oops, I never can find boulder. Let's go that boulder. Does this car have belts? That's what we want. So analyze vehicle. Seat belt. I want to remove. Remove the seat belt. I need mechanics 1. A tool with lifting 1? No, okay, lifting 1 or strength 1. And a screwdriver. This is great. But didn't I have string anyway? Didn't I loot the string from the rural house? I think I did. Okay, now that we are here, let's get back in the rural house and get all the string. What is this? Rotary clothes dryer. Cool. Tear down the curtains. Grab. Long string and nails. Tear down the curtains. What is that? A mastiff. It's aware of my presence. I don't know if he wants to eat me. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Don't eat me. More long strings. More nails. We have a bunch of crafting materials in here too. Can I make a screwdriver now? No, I need to make a hammer first. Hammer. I need short strings, so I need to cut a string. So I need to butcher a string that I need to drop first. Drop. Need to butcher a long string. Disassemble into 6 short strings. Yes. Now, can I please craft a hammer? Yes. I can make a makeshift hammer with heavy stick, chunk of steel, and 2 short string. Make a makeshift hammer. I have a makeshift hammer. Pick it up. Get items. Makeshift hammer. Can I now make a screwdriver? I can. I can. I must be able to. Yes. Make a screwdriver. With oh, it required 10 or 2 chunk of steel. Use that. Screwdriver. Get item. Screwdriver. It's nice. Now with this, I would probably want to disassemble all of this. Look at this now. I can go to the build and go to dismantle. Deconstruct, of course. In 20 minutes I can deconstruct this. Damn. And my fabrication has increased just by deconstructing furniture. That is amazing. Zing. And look at this now. Under other, there should be the brazier. Yes. That's what I wanted. So let's do it. How big is this? Volume 2.5. How big is the materials to make it? I may want to get this copper wire, these heating elements. Heavy sticks and long stick we can procure anytime. I may want to get this. Nails, the pilot light. Pipes are also pretty common. Scrap metal. The sheet metal is good, but the sheet metal... okay, 2 is the weight that is a problem, but I can maybe carry a couple, even 3 of them. Let's grab all the short strings. Then there's the small metal sheets. How many small metal sheets I can take, or can I take? This many, but also that many. Okay, I can carry a lot of materials back home. Do I also want some of the food in here? It's not much. Raw macaroni, they're fresh. What's in here? Chili powder and Italian seasoning. I don't have enough space for the vinegar, I think. Maybe I can carry it in my hands though. I have nothing in my hands. So let's take the vinegar. I wield the vinegar. Oh no, wait, there's a thing that is more important than vinegar, which is deconstructing the fridge. Why? Because deconstructing the fridge should give us, where is it? The rubber hose. Okay, destination area is full. It's full when it comes to volume. When it comes to volume, we can probably leave behind some of these metal sheets. I want to say move a number. How do I do number? N? No. Do I do numbers first probably? I want to leave 10? No. I don't remember. How do I split? How do I split stacks? How do I split it? What was it? M? Not that. No. N? No. Oh no, it's asking me where. Okay, right. Is lowercase m. I want to move 16. Do I have enough volume for rubber hose? Yes. The rubber hose is important because with the rubber hose, let's pick up also the tiny motor. Thank you. And a copper wire. Thank you. Oh, there's a bunch of string. Oh, string. Ah, can only hold 3. Okay. I was saying, rubber hose is essential for vehicles because it lets you move fuel, basically. Let's pick up the gallon jug of vinegar again. What's in here? Sheets. It's alright. Let's go back home. Let's not get anywhere near the how's it called? The tear in reality thing. Okay, we have everything we need to make a brazier or brazier or whatever. Swimmer zombies. Are swimmer zombie coming out of the pool? Probably. Out of the pond, actually. Let's keep safe distance. There we go. Let's drop all the building materials in here. Also the tiny motor. Yes. Let's drop the vinegar. Full gallon jug of vinegar. Let's drop the fresh stuff. Let's drop the jack and not the rest. Actually, we are a bit strapped for volume, for carrying capacity, but the hammer, the crowbar, the rubber hose and the screwdriver are essential tools that we should try to carry around as much as possible. Okay, now the one thing that I wanted to do all this time, brazier. Ah, yes, craft it. We are holding it. We can now place it by activating activate a brazier for deploying. Sorry about that. Deploy in here the brazier. Now let's get to cooking, shall we? How do we get cook? We need to get some wood first. So there's an entire log just there, but we can carry it. We will need a hatchet to break down that. But we can maybe collect branches. This is an oak tree. Nothing can be harvested right now, but we can go to young trees like this one and bash them. I just need to wield something that has a lot of bash damage on it, like a hammer, for example. B? No, S for smash. Okay. I can only take some long sticks. Let's unwield. No, I can't. Okay, I can carry 3. Will be enough anyway. Maybe we will even get to craft some form of trowel or wooden container or something like that to help us carry more stuff. Okay, we can store wood like in here. I think there's a way to designate. No. How was it? How do I do it? No. Firewood source. I think it was in here. Firewood, mark firewood source. Firewood or other flammable materials on a nearby tile marked in this way may be used to automatically refuel fires. This will be done to maintain light during long-running tasks that require it, such as crafting or reading, but not, for example, if you are simply waiting nearby. This is very useful. So let's mark the tile where we dropped the sticks. As you can see, like a cross marking appeared underneath. This means that this is our spot for collecting firewood. As the description says, just waiting around will not trigger putting more wood on the fire, but if we are crafting or cooking or reading, the fire will stay lit as long as there is wood in there. Let's deconstruct some of these benches to get planks. There you go. That's whole stuff. Let's haul in here first and then get the nails away. And drag the nails in here. Okay, cool. What else am I carrying? Just the normal stuff. Let's wield again the spike on a stick and store the hammer in the inventory. Now I want to move from the fire spot to the top of the brazier. I want to move what? I want to move maybe a plank. Just a blank. Then I want to activate the matchbook to start a fire on the brazier. Now this is important. Why all this mess with looking for the brazier? Because you could start a fire anywhere, but if you start a fire on the floor, the building catches on fire, and fire is massively destructive. Just standing around it for couple minutes, because it is a wildfire, can make you catch on fire or just take damage from the from the hot air, I guess, from the temperature. But if we light a fire on the brazier, like it says, you successfully light a fire, you drop a plank on the brazier, then this fire will stay contained. The worst that can happen is from time to time it can produce a puff of smoke. That smoke can get in your face and make you cough for a while, reducing your stamina. But other than that, we are safe to start cooking now. Food. So we can cook that chunk of meat. We can cook the wild vegetables. We can add that this doesn't require a fire, by the way. We can add maple syrup to water. We can clean water, which is something I should have probably thought about before starting this. But let's cook the meat before it goes bad on us. Yeah, we need empty hands. Dispose of your wielded spike on stick and start working. Store it in my inventory. We are crafting. We now have fresh, hot meat. Let's eat. The cooked meat. 402 calories, which is good. Okay, we could have more food. Let's make cooked wild vegetables. There's a bunch of them now. We can batch this. We can batch produce the whole 4. So time to complete one is 4 minutes. Batch processing is good. It makes you more efficient. So by pressing B, I can see that I can make up to 4 cooked vegetables. Now in this recipe probably doesn't allow us, because 10 makes 40 minutes. But for example, I know for sure food that can be cooked in a pot, crafting a batch is more efficient, because basically it means instead of producing just one portion, you're using the entire pot. This also increases, for example, if you have NPCs in your party, so NPCs that have joined you, you can use them, or you can use their expertise as a help while crafting. It basically reduces the crafting time. I would say that's the main use for NPCs right now that I know of. Let's do these 4 cooked wild vegetables in 16 minutes. Done. Let's eat some. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be full. Okay, I'm full. I can drop the rest. Now, I still have some water, don't I? I should have some water on me. Where is it? Do I have water? Don't I have a... We find it by looking at the quench column, by the way. There it is. Plastic bottle of clean water. We drink the clean water, but we could drink more. Do I have more plastic bottles around? I want to look at all. I want to look at other... Can bowls contain water? It's watertight, can store 0.75 liters. It has level 1 containing quality, so yes, they can. I don't have more bottles, but I can pick up the 2 bowls. I can cook an entire pot worth of water. Makes for 2 liters. But does it mean that... there could be that problem where you need to use the pot to boil the water, but there's already water in the pot. Let's try it, by the way. It's hilarious like that. Do we have water in the tank here? Did the tank manage to... No, I don't want to do that, I just want to analyze. Metal tank of water, 240 of 240 what? 240 portion. It's full? Is it full? Can I unload the metal tank of water into a container? I don't have a suitable container? What? What? Tumbles? What? I have the pot. I can do something else. I can carry the metal tank. It will massively overburden us, but I drop it in here and I craft it directly. I can craft directly from there. Food. I can make clean water. Look at that. Boiled noodles too, with a raw macaroni. That's nice. Clean water. Let's make 2 clean water to replenish our bottle. How about that? For example, let's see if this... Yes. Making clean water. Look at this. And it says it here. Look. Batch time savings 80% if you make 4 more units. But even just making 2, look, it goes from time to complete 5 minutes to time to complete 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Then 4, which should go to 20, goes instead to 10 minutes basically. 9 minutes and 55 seconds. Right? It's half. Right? 5 minutes should be 10, 15, 20. Instead it's 10. Doing 10 takes only 15 minutes. Right? So let's make just 2 for now. I will pour it into a container, which is the... There's 14 plastic bottles around. We should have boiled a lot more water. You're gonna have to clean water from memory. You pour the clean water. Let's eat, or drink in this case, hot water. Yes. I'm slaked. Let's make a bunch more water so we don't have to do it later. So we have 14 bottles. Let's use 10 so we can make 20 units of water. Let's do this. Recent clean water batch 20 will take 25 minutes and 57 seconds. We can afford it. It's still like 1 PM. It will just take some time now to pour it 1 bottle at a time. So let's replenish the bottle we are carrying first, then pour again in this, then pour its C, pour another container, this, pour another container, done. Now this 60-liter container, let's drag it again, or pick it up I guess, wield it. Drop it in here. Now should we... So the funnel is still here. Does the fact that we've moved the container affect it? Let's take it down just for good measure. Take it and place it again. Place in here. You place the funnel, waiting to collect water. Okay, so next time it rains, we have that. Okay, guys. This is nice. Let us take stock of what we have. We got cooking 1 just by doing what we did. Fabrication 1, not just by crafting, but basically just disassembling stuff. And by the way, we also crafted tools, but there's a bunch more things we must do. For example, we need mechanics. Now the first 2 levels of mechanics are essential just for the fact that they let you scavenge a lot of materials from vehicles. Anyway, let's leave this here. Let's stop blabbering. On the next one, we will probably still not go around, or maybe we can do a quick run just to get an idea of the perimeter, because there will be zombies in town, absolutely. How many though, and how they are distributed, and how tough they are, that's another story entirely. Maybe these houses here, maybe this house in here, maybe we can quickly get in, even in daylight, without much of a risk. But we don't know unless we do a little bit of scouting. There could also be a nice vehicle on this road here. Or we could try and go this way, or down here.